The first time the baby dragon came to my door, it was dying. Its small body trembled in the cold alley, blood dripping onto the stones like dark rain. One wing hung uselessly, torn and broken, its wide eyes staring at me like a lost child. In Evershade City, dragons were hunted. Helping one meant death. I should have closed the door, but something inside my broken heart refused. My name was Kale. I was only a chef, a forgotten man in a forgotten street. Once my food brought warmth to people. Once my home was full of laughter. But the governor had taken everything. He ruled with fear and fire. Dragons were cursed spies from ancient kingdoms, he said. Soldiers dragged dragon bones through the streets as warnings. Anyone who showed mercy disappeared. I had already lost my wife to sickness, my son to the governor's soldiers. Loneliness was all I had left. So when this creature collapsed at my feet, I carried it inside. It did not roar. It did not burn me. It whimpered, weak as any wounded child. I cleaned its wounds with trembling hands, wrapped it in blankets, and set it near the stove's warmth. Before sleep claimed it, I whispered softly, "You're safe here." The next night it returned. Then again. Soon, 3 baby dragons began visiting after midnight, slipping through shadows like ghosts. All scarred, all starving, all afraid. I fed them bread soaked in broth, scraps of meat, warm herbs. They never attacked. They only watched me, unsure why a human would care. One was different. Smallest of all, silver scales. One blind eye like cracked moonlight. She trembled at thunder. She always stayed close. I named her Luma. Night after night, my home felt less empty. Their presence filled the silence grief had carved into my life. Sometimes I told stories of a time when dragons weren't hunted, when humans and dragons once shared the skies. Luma would rest her head near my knee, listening as if she understood every word. For the first time in years, I felt needed. Then one night, boats shook the street outside. Dozens. My blood turned to ice. A harsh pounding struck my door. "Kale, open up." Captain Vaughn, the governor's cruel hunter. The dragons froze, pressing into darkness. I whispered, "Stay quiet." But Luma stepped forward, into the lantern light. The door burst open. Soldiers stormed inside with torches and swords. Their eyes locked onto her. Captain Vaughn smiled slowly. So the rumors were true. He raised his blade. "Harboring beasts is treason." I threw myself in front of Luma. "She's only a child." Vaughn sneered. "A dragon is never a child. They are born liars." Then Luma spoke. Perfect human words. "Please don't hurt him." The room fell silent. Even the soldiers froze. Vaughn's smile widened. "A talking hatchling. Interesting. You didn't just shelter dragons, Kale. You sheltered the governor's spies." My heart stopped. "What?" Luma's body trembled. "I didn't want to." Vaughn laughed softly. "These hatchlings were bound to watch, to listen, to report. Was your kindness betrayal?" Luma lowered her head, tears shimmering. "They said if we didn't obey, they would kill our mother. We were never free, only chained." The truth hit harder than any blade. Vaughn lifted his sword. "Enough. The governor will reward me." He swung straight for Luma. I moved without thinking. Steel tore into my shoulder. Pain exploded. I collapsed, blood spilling onto the floor. Luma screamed. Not with fire, but with grief. The other baby dragons snarled. Desperate. Torches fell. Flames caught curtains. Chaos filled the room. Vaughn grabbed Luma by her throat. "You will tell the governor everything." Luma struggled. Then her scales began to glow. Silver light spilled like moonfire. Vaughn's eyes widened in fear. The light burst outward. A shockwave threw soldiers into walls. Flames died instantly, swallowed by power. Luma rose. Her small body stretched, wings unfolding wide. Her blind eye ignited like stars. Her voice thundered. No longer a child's. "I am not your spy. I am not your curse." Vaughn stumbled back. You're the truth." Silver flames danced around her. "My mother was the last silver worm queen. The governor stole our blood, used our children as weapons. But I stayed because he fed me. Because he loved me when no one else did. Tears fell from her shining eye. I'm sorry, Kale. Then she faced Vaughn. The captain raised his shaking sword. You're still a beast. Luma's voice became a storm. No. I am destiny. Silver fire erupted, not destruction, but truth. Vaughn screamed as the light consumed him, leaving only ash drifting like snow. The soldiers fled. Silence returned. Luma's great form shrank back into a hatchling, collapsing beside me. Kale, don't leave, she whispered, fragile again. I lifted my bloody hand, touching her scales. My little star, you saved me, she said. I smiled faintly. So did you. Outside, alarms rang. The governor would come. The city would hunt. But something had changed. Truth was awake. Hope was alive. The baby dragons gathered close. No longer spies. Only children longing for mercy. Luma pressed her forehead to mine. I will return with the sky. Even in the darkest world, kindness still mattered between dragon and man. And sometimes the smallest lost soul carries the brightest destiny. Because love, even when betrayed, still chooses to protect. Still chooses to hope. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.